Hey YouTube family, this is Nicole Conway with Nicole Conway Speaks, and I wanted to come on and talk to you guys for a minute how your closet and your room and your surroundings coincide with how you're actually feeling on the inside. Give you a little background. My husband and I moved to New York mid-July, and when I lived in Texas, as they say, everything in Texas is big. I had a huge walk-in closet, big enough to put probably a twin-size bed and still have room. So when I moved to New York, we're actually in a newer building, so my closet space was very small. My room is huge, but my closet space is small. So I had to downsize in a lot of areas. And because I'm a stylist, it was very hard to transition from having room to put everything that you could possibly think of to this small space. Now, what I'm going to show you is not so much the size of the closet, it's the condition the closet's in right now. Okay, let me turn the camera around real quick. So this is my closet. I have junk everywhere. Everything up here is pretty neat and put together. The top shelf, there was a beginning where I actually started like getting it together. I got a basket and I start organizing my hats and my purses and stuff in there. But for the most part, as you can see, it has gone to the pits. And my bed, I didn't want to show too much of all of these things, but I had to use them as an example to show you how our things can spin out of control just like our minds do. So, as I said in my previous video, that I lost my mother on Good Friday, and my emotions have been up and down nonstop, up and down. I finally got to a better space and I started doing these YouTube videos because I know there are a lot of people out there that share the same feelings and sentiments of what you go through when you have depression, especially during this pandemic. Your emotions are everywhere because it's very uncertain times. You don't know when this stuff is going to end. You don't know when you can really be outside when you want to. I know we can go outside, but it's not the same like being able to go all the time like you did before. So sometimes those things show up in how you live and how things look around you. Now, since I've been here, I've been I usually keep that closet on point. Like it was straight all the time. I kept my clothes color coordinated. The boxes were, everything was in its place. But as of late, like when I get when I finish the day and I come back here to take my shower and go to bed, I just throw stuff in the closet. And we don't think about it, but our minds are just like the closets that we have that are cluttered and stuff is just being tossed in there. And in our lives, people will just come along sometimes and toss things on you that you really don't want, things that you don't want to deal with when you already have your own issues you're dealing with. Yes, granted, we are to take time out to help other people when they're going through a crisis, but how much do you allow to just stack on top of you and you just kind of like you don't have anywhere to put it? You help people as much as you can, but sometimes your capacity is not your bandwidth is not enough to process what you're going through and to help others' situation. So I wanted to put these two together. I'm a stylist and I deal with depression, on how our outer appearance could look so well and so put together, but in our minds things are jumbled up and you look so good on the outside, but people have no idea what you are dealing with on the inside. They don't know what you're feeling when you go out. I remember a singer said, and I can't remember who it is right off, that you can be in a crowded space and still feel alone. That's real. That is real. And even more so now, it seems to be intensified that you're feeling alone, even if you live with somebody, even if you have kids, because you're dealing with so many different emotions, not only with the pandemic, but as a single parent. I know if I was in this position now, I'd probably be wondering how I'm going to feed my kids, how I'm going to keep my lights on, how I'm going to provide in general. So a closet space is not something I would think of. My bed, get out, go do your thing, and leave the bed the way it is. But when you take the time out to make up your bed, my bed is usually made up, but I wanted to leave it tossed around like that, as well as my closet, to show you that no matter what's going on around you, if you start straightening things up just a little bit, and you get up and you have your routine of going to take your shower, brush your teeth, wash your face. If your closet gets out of, gets a little distraught, you take something and you hang it up, or you put in the dirty clothes, or whatever you're doing with it, and you'll see that your mind starts to reflect what your closet and your space looks like. If you're having a lot of cluttered thoughts and you can't get your mind straight and you're trying to figure it all out, usually your room and your closet and your space that you live in is reflective of your mind. Now, I am not a medical doctor. I'm not saying that I read a book for that. It's a lived experience. When I was in my 20s and 30s and I was raising my children by myself and I was struggling at the time, that's when I had my depression, my nervous breakdowns. I had 3 of them. During that time, when we were struggling, my room was worse than this. Everything was dark. There was no light in the room. I made sure that it was like a little cave for me, and that was my safe space. My room, my closet, my floor, my bed, everything was just distraught. But as you start cleaning things up, as you start doing the work on yourself within, you want to keep your space clean. You want it to be neat. You want order in your life, because once your stuff is in order around you, the stuff on the inside will come together as well. I really wanted to come here and do more of an encouraging thing, because I know at times I still have my moments with mental illness as far as depression is concerned, losing loved ones, being so far away from my family and my friends. But I want to encourage you today. I am, like I said, I'm not a doctor. I have a lived experience with mental illness, and this is mental health. This is Mental Illness Health Awareness Month, and I wanted to make sure that I talk about these issues that we're up against during these times. So get up in the morning, wash your face, brush your teeth, clean up your room, make your bed up. And it may not happen overnight. It may not be something that, instantly I'm just going to get up and I'm going to do all these things. But if you work yourself together and just start slowly putting these ideas together, what you're going to do each day, it'll start becoming something that you want to do every day. You want to feel better, so you want your surroundings to look better. So take your time and clean up, and don't beat yourself up about it. Be patient with yourself. I've had to be patient during this process. My closet is not together, but I'm going to get it together. I don't have a lot to do, but mainly it's like a basket of clothes in there that needs to be put up, and I have just been tossing things on top of it. So let's help each other out, encourage each other, reach out to somebody that may need to hear an encouraging word. Make sure you work on yourself. Go walking, take hot baths, drink tea, do yoga, whatever works for you. We all have our different tools that we use, but those are some of the ones that I use. So I just want to sign in and give you a little word of encouragement. Please follow. If you like this video, please like, follow, share, and subscribe most of all. Take care of yourself. This is Nicole Conway Speaks, signing out. Until next time, bye.